Okay, so good evening and good morning, depending on where you are joining us from. Thank you for participating in session one of our Startalk Symposium today. We would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to our four presenters who generously submitted their proposals despite the hectic end of semester period. Your dedication is truly commendable. And we are especially delightful to welcome our leading instructor, Henning Chen, and Korean instructor, Hyun Shin, joining us all the way from Taiwan and South Korea. And today marks a meaningful reunion for our Startalk teachers. We are here to celebrate the progress each of you has made and to share the valuable insight gained through your experiences. And we are deeply grateful to our presenters, to our participants, for their willingness to share their success and lesson learned. Uh, we hope you enjoy each session and participate actively in the discussions tonight. Each session will run for 30 minutes, including a 20 minutes presentation followed by a 10 minutes Q&A. Please feel free to type in your comments or questions in the chat during the presentation. And during the Q&A session, we'll invite both the presenters and audience to engage in the discussion. This symposium is being recorded, and after editing, we will be sharing with our fellow educators for future learning. Right? And we hope this will be an enriching experience for everyone. And don't forget, we'll have a raffle drawing at the end of our meeting today. Okay, so without further ado, we'll welcome our first presenter, uh, Zhang Zhou. Her talk will be using Kahoot as a formative assessment in teaching Chinese as a second language.
Hello, Professor Zheng. Hello, Ms. Hanny. I'm so glad to see you. It's my great honor to share my personal teaching experience with you. Uh, first, first I need to share my screen. Yeah, first I want to introduce myself. My name is Zhou Zhang, or you can call me Joanna. I took part in Startalk-UToledo in 2024. I have a bachelor degree in English language and literature and a master degree in comparative literature in China. Right now, I'm pursuing my Master of Arts in teaching world language at Eastern Michigan University. I also teach Chinese as a second language at Anhua Chinese School in Ann Arbor, Michigan. In the 2024 to 2025 academic year, I teach a combined class with level 1 and level 2. Most of my students are in grade K to 8, who are elementary students and middle school students. They have diverse cultural backgrounds. Some of them come from non-native speakers of Chinese families. Some of them are mixed race, whose fathers or mothers are Chinese. The textbook I use is YCT Standard Course. The topic of my presentation is using Kahoot as a formative assessment in teaching Chinese as a second language. I will show how I use Kahoot, the electronic game, as a formative assessment in teaching Chinese. Nowadays, students are greatly impacted by the growing technology. Almost every teenagers have their own phones or tablets. So they spend a lot of time watching TV, surfing the internet, and playing video games. They even use internet to connect with their friends. The growing dependence on technology impacts students' physical, emotional, social, and cognitive development. Students are too young to handle the digital world. So educators and teachers should help students to take advantage of technology to study. Teachers should help them find the balance. Numerous studies have found technology can increase students' engagement and motivation. So we need to change our traditional instruction strategy and integrate technology into instruction. I also applied three Startalk principles in my teaching, which are adapting and using age-appropriate authentic materials, using the target language and provide comprehensible input, and facilitating a learner-centered classroom. I will explain them one by one. Yeah. The teaching example I choose today is teaching the words of body parts and seeing a doctor. At the first part of my class, I will teach these words on PowerPoint with the Chinese characters and pictures. Yeah, since most of my students range from age 5 to 10, so the picture I choose are Chinese people and kids, which based on the principle adapting and using age-appropriate authentic materials. I teach these words three times. First round, I show them both pictures and Chinese words. As you can see in the slides, the left part of the slides are Chinese characters and pinyin, and the right part of the slides are pictures. I will use simple Chinese words to explain these new words with facial expression, gesture, or body language. It is according to the principle using the target language and provide comprehensible input. For example, when I teach 眼睛 Chinese eyes, I will point to my eyes and repeat several times 眼睛眼睛眼睛 like this. And here is 眼睛耳朵. I will point to my ears and to show to students like this. Yeah. And 鼻子鼻子鼻子. Yeah. So this is the first round. In the second round, I will show them just the pictures. When the picture pops up, I will wait for 3 seconds to let them recall their memories. So the second round, just the pictures. And the third round, I want the students to focus on the Chinese words. So I just show them Chinese characters and pinyin on the slides. So this is a third round. Yeah. So students will just see the Chinese characters with pinyin on the slides. Yeah. So after all these three rounds, which is my first part, I created an electronic game on Kahoot website. This game has already been created before class. Yeah, so there are different modes. As you can see, there are some 4 types of modes. This mode is called team mode. I highly recommend my student to choose this mode. Um, so like this. Um, and students will use their phones or tablets to scan this QR code to enter into into the class into the room. Yeah, you can try to scan this QR code and enter into my classroom. If you can try it. So this because this is a team mode, you need to type your team name first. For example, my team name will be Zhou, which is my first name. And you can type three participate the nickname. I will type my family's name. Yeah, here is my team. So if you want to try, you can scan this code um, and we will play the electronic game together. Oh, I see Steve. 周老师，PA team, and Martin. Welcome. And Chen, Sophia. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. You can type just one name in your group. Yeah. So this game have several multiple choices questions. Um, which a multiple choices question is a type of a selected response assessment. The reason I use multiple choice questions is this type of assessment can efficiently cover all the new words in this lesson. Each question contains one picture with four choices to choose one correct answer. I also carefully crafted the other three detractors to provide possible alternatives. Oh, a lot of teachers join up my game. Thank you. So I will wait 1 minute. So let's after that let's start our game. Okay, are you ready? Let's start. Okay, this is the type. This is the name of my class, my lesson. This is the question's name. Yeah, as you can see, you have 5 seconds to think and 20 seconds to answer these questions. This picture is the same picture showed in the first part of my class. This is the same picture. I also carefully crafted the other three detractors. Oh, yeah, great job, teachers. Yeah, all of them are correct. Yeah, great job. So this is the first question. As you can see, multiple choice questions is a type of selected response assessment. This assessment can cover all these new words. For example, 手、脚、眼睛、耳朵. These four new words in my lesson. So I can cover these four new words in one question efficiently. So I choose this multiple choice question as a formative assessment. After that, you can see there is called the 计分 is a boarding is a scoreboarding. The first is 周老师 congratulations, you are the first place. So when students see this scoreboarding, they are very excited. They, which can let them compete between students. So in the team mode, I ask them to think by themselves first, which is 5 seconds. And after that, I encourage them to discuss with their partners to decide which one to choose. Compared with traditional paper quiz, this electronic game is shown with background, as you can see, with background music and colorful format. So students are very exciting and attractive, especially for elementary students and middle school students whose attention span are very short. This colorful format and music can attract their attention. So students will feel boring if you give their paper, if they feel boring when they are always showing them slides. When they are told to play these games, they all feel very excited and take actively parts in the activity. Since K-12 students are easily distracted, they are manipulated by social media. So I think this formative Kahoot game is a great high-tech tool for teachers to attract their attention. So I create a student-centered classroom under these circumstances. Students can, which pinpoints to the Startalk principle, facilitating a learner-centered classroom. In learner-centered classroom, teachers don't dominate everything. They stand back as a supporter. For example, in my classroom, when students are discussing and playing the game, I listen to their conversation and I circulate the class, offering suggestions to those who have difficulties. I will listen to their students how they remembering and understanding these new words. So it is a good formative to check students' interpretive mode of communication in word language classroom. This formative assessment can help teachers to check student understanding so as to adjust their instruction later. It also can inform students' plan for students and help to reflect on lesson outcomes. At the same time, it can figure out what students have learned and how they learned to apply knowledge. Students can know they are learning by themselves. So also in student-centered classroom, I give students the chances to express their understanding in the classroom, which initiate the interaction between teacher and students. Students are no longer passive listeners. They actively participate and involve in the learning process. Yeah, let's play next one. It's another multiple choice questions. Yeah, 5 seconds to think and 20 seconds to answer questions. During the discussion mode, they can discuss with their partners. Yeah, and next is scoreboarding. Oh, so Vivian comes first. Yeah. So all in all, I think Kahoot as a formative assessment is a great high-tech tool for teachers to create a learner-centered classroom. So that's all my presentation. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for offering the precious opportunity to me. Do you want to play next question? it's so quick. Yeah, all of them answered correctly. Oh, this time Chen comes first. Yeah, I also recommend my students to use their nicknames, which can create some space to let me guess who they are, which is also a very interesting part for me and my students. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Zhang 老师, for controlling the time so effectively. We have about 8 minutes left for discussion. So you can ask question to Zhang 老师 or share with us, the audience, or will come to join us now, other tools you have used for formative assessment. So you could type in your questions or comment in chat, or just simply open your microphone to discuss with everyone. Don't be shy. Those who speak will have higher chance to get into the raffle drawing at the end of the session tonight.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lady Chai. Yes.
Yeah. I just have a question, but I already put it in the chat box.
Okay.
I just want to ask Zhou 老师, like before she get the student to play the Kahoot, did she practice with the student on the writing of the characters? Like because they need to recognize, right, the characters. Yeah. Did you ask them to practice? It's just like 3 rounds, I heard. That you,
3 rounds.
Yeah, and then did you ask them to, actually practice the writing of the characters for them to recognize? Because you only have pictures, right? And then they have to recognize the characters, like the options, the choices.
Yeah. I don't ask them to practice the writing of the character. I show them 3 times. The first round is the character and the picture together. The second round is just a picture. I will wait for them 3 seconds to let them recall their memory during the second round. And the third round, I will show them just words, just Chinese characters. So they will focus on the Chinese characters in the third round. So I think, in the formative assessment, I think they will get enough input before taking their assessment. I also give them the same picture in my game. As you can see, this is the picture I showed in the first round, in the first part of my class. See, this is the picture, and this is the picture.
Yeah, I saw you have the
same picture. So they will get familiar, feel very familiar when playing the game. Yeah, so this is the same picture I created. Yeah.
I guess my question is like you were talking about like body parts, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever ask them to, when you started like with them, do you ever ask them to write characters to, like, for them to be able to recognize characters, or it's just like you show them and then they never write? Like,
they never write.
Yes, okay.
My students are totally new to Chinese language.
Mm-hmm.
They can't write, cannot write. They are come from non-native speakers of Chinese. So that's why my topic is teaching using Kahoot in Chinese as a second language, as a foreign language.
Mm-hmm. So like you, like I mean, like your objective will be like not asking them to write, right? It's only like for speaking, and you are not like okay, all right. Yeah, that's what my question is, because I'm teaching 6th grade to AP, and I teach them from like zero background, and we start writing at the, like 7th grade. So like, yeah, we incorporate like writing, like start from like ni hao, whatever, like basically we will pick out some words for them to actually handwrite. So this is the struggle, like they hate to write, So I was like thinking about, like ways, if they don't learn how to write, do they still be able to recognize like words?
Maybe you are in higher level. My students are low level, in novice level. So I want to try to for them to focus on to remember the shape of the Chinese character. And the meaning of the character, the Chinese words.
Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. Oh, another question. Is this a free version of the Kahoot? Do you need to pay extra, like pro version?
It's a free. It's a basic membership. You can use your email to sign up, and you can use basic level of Kahoot. I think it's enough for us to use.
Okay, all right. I got the basic one. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you very much for the for sharing.